When organizations start looking at Secure Service Edge or SSE, the first thing that comes up is cost. Especially for mid-sized companies, the question is, do I really need to buy the Rolls-Royce of security, or is there a smarter way to modernize?
And the confusion is real. SSE is a buzzword, but when you dig in, it's not a single product, it's a framework. So you've got to figure out what you actually need and how to avoid paying for features you'll never use.
Let's break down what makes up an SSE solution. There are three main components: Secure Web Gateway or SWG, Cloud Access Security Broker CASP, and Zero Trust Network Access ZTNE. Some vendors throw in extras like online DLP or threat detection, but those three are the core.
And before you even look at vendors, you have to define what cost-effective means for your business. It's not just the sticker price. You've got to factor in operational costs, hidden fees, implementation, and how well the solution scales as your company grows.
Right. The first thing to look at is bandwidth pricing. Some providers charge by the megabit or gigabit, and if your usage spikes, you could get hit with a surprise bill halfway through the year.
Licensing is another big one. Is it per user, per site, per device? The more granular, the more flexible. But sometimes an all-you-need bundle is actually cheaper for a larger organization.
And then there's the hardware question. If you need physical appliances on-site, that's more upfront cost and ongoing maintenance. Cloud-native solutions can save you there, but you need to know your requirements first.
Feature set matters too. If you're paying extra for every add-on, like DLP or advanced threat detection, your budget can disappear fast.
Global footprint is another factor. If you have offices in multiple regions, you want a provider with enough points of presence or POPs to keep performance high and transit fees low. Plus, there are compliance issues, data sovereignty, for example.
And don't forget about administration. If a vendor gives you a lot out of the box, you'll save time and money compared to building a bunch of custom integrations.
Now I know someone's going to ask, is there an open source SSE solution? Or can I get it for free?
Here's the reality. SSE is a framework, not a product. Building a full-featured solution on top of Zero Trust network architecture takes real investment. So you're not going to find a true open-source enterprise-ready SSE stack that's free.
But there are some cost-effective options, especially for small and mid-sized organizations. Let's walk through the top contenders.
First up is Cloudflare One. This is an entry-level SASE product with transparent pricing. And here's the kicker. There's a free plan for teams with fewer than 50 users.
That's a big deal for startups or small businesses. The licensing is simple: free, pay as you go, or contract. But if you need advanced features like long-term log retention, API integrations, or 24/7 support, the price goes up.
Cloudflare One is best for small to medium businesses or anyone just starting out with SASE or basic SSE and ZTNA. It's a great way to get your feet wet without a huge commitment.
Next is Cato SASE Cloud. Cato bundles networking and security, so you get SSE, ZTNA, SWG, and more all in one package. That can be cheaper than stitching together a bunch of separate tools.
Their pay site and bandwidth costs are reasonable, especially compared to some competitors. But as you add more users, sites, or advanced features, the cost does scale up. Cato is a solid fit for mid-size enterprises or distributed organizations that want the full SASE stack.
Fortinet FortiSASE is another option. If you already use Fortinet firewalls or other devices, the integration can save your money on extra features. But for smaller organizations, it might be overkill and the licensing can get complicated.
And plus, if you need edge devices, support, or professional services, those costs can add up fast. Fortinet is really best for larger enterprises or companies already invested in their ecosystem.
Versa Unified SASE is worth a look if you have multiple branches or want to consolidate SD-WAN and security. They offer flexibility, and you can choose lighter versions for smaller sites. The trade-off is that some advanced Zero Trust or CASB features might not be as robust depending on your plan, and performance depends on where their POPs are located.
Perimeter 801 is another interesting one. It's from Checkpoint and it's known for being easy to deploy and affordable for small to medium businesses. Lower upfront hardware costs, simpler plans.
But if you're a large enterprise or need the most advanced protections, it might not be enough. As you scale, costs can rise. Perimeter 81 is best for SMBs, startups, or companies moving off legacy VPNs with tight budgets.
Out of all these, Cloudflare One stands out for small organizations. The free plan is the real advantage, and it lets you align with Zero Trust principles without breaking the bank.
But remember, cost-effective is not just about the lowest price. You have to look at the full picture: bandwidth, licensing, hardware, features, global coverage, and operational overhead.
And if you're thinking about open source, just keep in mind SSE is a framework, not a plug-and-play product. There's no free lunch here.
If you are a small team, Cloudflare One is a great way to get started. For mid-size or distributed organizations, Cato SAC Cloud or Versa might make more sense. And if you're already deep into Fortinet or Checkpoint, their solutions could save you money in the long run.
The bottom line is, don't just look at the sticker price. Think about your needs, your growth plans, and the total cost of ownership.
And if you want to dig deeper into which features are mandatory for your use case, make sure to check out the resources linked in the show notes.
That's the wrap for today. If you're weighing SSE options, remember, the most cost-effective solution is the one that fits your organization, not just the cheapest one on paper.
And if you're still on the fence, start small, test it out, and scale as you go. That's how you get the most value for your security dollar.
If you found this breakdown helpful, consider following the show for more deep dives into cybersecurity. And I'd really like to hear from you in the comments.